Ooh. Boom. Here she is. Right. Hot and cool. Intelligently purifies and cools you. Warranty. Instructions. Remote control. This is your remote. Well, that's a bit fatter than the AM07. The fan, standard fan. Still have the tilt function, which is quite nice. That works. Let's plug this in. Well, it doesn't reach. The remote, setting up Dyson Link app. Download the Dyson Link app. Available on iOS and Android. Select add a product from within the app and follow the on-screen instructions. Input the above information when requested to do so. Okay, let's do that. That's the remote control box. Got the app here that I've already opened, and you can see that we've actually got two of these. Let's go to add, get connected, start. You need Wi-Fi to connect. Please turn it on before continuing. Opening settings on your iPod Touch to choose Wi-Fi. Connect to your home Wi-Fi network. That's good, that's up front. With the Dyson vacuum cleaner, that doesn't tell you that straight away. Come back to this app. You're connected to Wi-Fi, let's start again. Find Dyson Wi-Fi machines on your Wi-Fi. Select your machine, purifier. Okay, good, that's up front, I like that. Okay, so I need to connect. My Wi-Fi isn't password protected, so I need to enter my Wi-Fi password again. Switch it on first, I think, as well. Ooh. Okay. Well, before we go anywhere, let's just check the temperature of this room. It's 13 degrees and actually falling. But yeah, that in the center of the room, it's saying it's heating it at 12 degrees at the moment. Oh, it's lovely and warm. It's saying it's at basically 9 degrees, 10, 11, 12, 13, saying it's about 13 degrees, which is what that temperature gauge says. So let's just turn it down because I don't want to do a heat test at the moment. Let's put it on 10. So the advantage of this, oh, let's have another cup of tea. The advantage of this is that it purifies at the same time. It is app enabled, so you can connect to it through the app and set it up and do all the turning on and also monitoring your quality of your air that you're breathing in and what it's filtering out. So we're going to go through all that in this review. That's really, I've got two of the Dyson fans already, which you've seen in the previous video. If you haven't, go and check out the video. And this is a stage up, so this is more expensive. And it does a different job slightly, but it still heats and cools. It has a massive base on it where it does all this purification. Okay, I've re-entered my Wi-Fi password. Please hold the on-off button on your purifier for 5 seconds until the Wi-Fi indicator is flashing green. So let's try that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, there it is. And let's press OK. Connect to your purifier. Dyson, excellent. Join. Oh, is it going to connect up? It possibly is. All right, then go back to the app, which is this one. Connect to the Wi-Fi. This may take a few minutes now. With the Dyson vacuum cleaner, this part was a bit dodgy. Okay, stop flashing, as you can see. There. Seems to suggest that it is actually just connected to the network. Now, this is what happened before. So it says this may take a few minutes. I think what's actually happened is this now works. I don't think this screen will ever change. It will always stay like this. But if you just bomb out of it and then come back in, your device is actually added. So there's no risk in that, I don't think. So what I'm going to do is double tap, kill the app. My machines. Okay, it's not on there. Right, let's try and work out why that is. Plus, new machine, start, find Dyson machines, let it do its thing. This is exactly what happened with the robot when we had it, both of them, by the way. Done it twice over. Perfect. Right, I need to enter that password again. Urgh, annoying. Okay, and here we are, hours later. It's now 4 p.m. and let's have a little look. It is there. Ta-da! It's refreshed, and there it is. So let's press on that and have a little look what we got. Connecting. Well, I hope it's going to work. We will see. We cannot connect you. Oh no! Okay, well, I'm connected to my own network again. Right. How to fix this? Make sure your purifier is turned on and check the Wi-Fi indicator. Which light do you see? Solid white is the light I see. Make sure your internet connection is working properly. Then turn your power off and on again using the power button, machine, not the remote control. Right, okay. That's shut down. It's back on. Okay, I could call them. Let's go back. And let's just try again. Refresh. Be really nice to connect to it. I'd like that. Yeah, refresh. See, in principle, it's a very good idea. In reality, not that great. It's added it, so it must have worked at some point in time. It must have worked. So if I go to my devices, there it is. Can I connect to anything? Ian's little helper, my little robot vacuum cleaner. That was playing it the other day actually, but now it's working, so I could start that if I wanted to. So it's all working. I've got internet connection and it can connect to devices, but just can't connect to this one. Right, let's try turning it off again. Drain any power. None there. Plug it back in again. Turn it back on again. Okay. Refresh. Okay. Schedule, product guide, setting. That's pretty cool. How to fix this. Solid white. So I've done that. Still can't connect. Yeah, cool. Unfortunately, I'm on the iPod, so I can't. Huh. Right. Okay. Ask Dyson. Delete draft. Okay. And just to be sure, I'm now filming on my iPod and trying it with my iPhone. Still can't connect to it, so and that way at least I can call.
Welcome to App Dyson. If you're calling to check the status of an order, please be aware that each item is sent separately. Whilst we are busy at the moment, we will connect you.
Everyone's always busy, regardless of whether they are or not. The message is always busy.
Why not get your machine ready?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Good afternoon, welcome to Dyson. You're speaking to how may I help?
Hi, yeah, I've got a new hot and cool air purifier just come today.
Okay.
I've installed it. It's on the app, but when I go to connect to it, it says failed. And I've done what it says, which is I've got a white Wi-Fi logo, and I've turned it off and turned it back on again. I've unplugged it from the mains as well, plugged it all back in. Still can't connect on my iPod or my iPhone.
iPad or iPhone. Okay, bear with me. 1 second. And are you running a 5G or a 2G network?
It's 5G, but I've connected it to the 2G.
You've connected to the 2G side of it, have you?
Yeah.
Bear with me.
It's added itself to the app, which is good. It took quite a while to get it to add, but it added, and it's there now. I can see it, but just can't connect to it now.
Right. Well, connect to the Wi-Fi or connect?
To connect to the device to actually control it now through the app.
Right. If I could take in there, have you registered the machine yet? Or?
Not sure. It's within the app. Would that register it once it's registered through the app?
It should do, yeah. Let's see what's happened, because the app is supposed to register it, yeah? So if I could take your name...
It's Ian Sampson.
Is that H-A-M-P...
No,
S-O-N?
Sampson, S-A-M-P-S-O-N.
Sampson, sorry. Sampson, okay. And the postcode there, Ian. Unfortunately, we don't see these very often, so bear with me. I'll do my very best to get this through for you. So you set it up for the first time, yeah?
Yep. So it's connected into the app. I can see it within the app. So that part of it's done. Giving it the Wi-Fi, connecting to it with the phone directly to its Wi-Fi, its own Wi-Fi. Setting up the password for the router. Then setting all that up. It's connected to the app. That's all done. And now I would expect, if it's anything like the robots, it would then just be there and I could log into it and change the temperatures and look at the data it's producing. But when I click on it, it goes round and round and round and round and round. It says, cannot connect your device.
Right. Okay, and I know it's a silly question, but you have got it turned on, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've tried to add the machine onto the app, have you?
It's already on the app.
Right.
Carry on hold.
Email her in the screenshots as it goes. Yeah.
Alright.
To ask Dyson.
Yeah.
At dyson.co.uk.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll have an immediate look at it and get back to you. Yeah. Just want to check with you that I've got the right email address for you. 1 second. If you can, from where it started going wrong.
Well, it hasn't really gone wrong. It's got one message which says cannot connect. So it's not like there's a series of events that have gone wrong. It's just that it's there. It's within the app, just like the robot. Except when you click on the robot, it connects to it and says your battery status and press start. Whereas with this, you click on it and it just says cannot connect.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, that's all you can send her then, at least. Yeah. It'll give her something to start with, yeah? I mean, but it does make, I mean, basically you've connected it all to the Wi-Fi, okay, which I mean, it's not like you haven't done it before, you see.
Nope.
That's what...
Mind you, with the robots, it was a right pain in the ass. Took ages.
You got it going eventually, yeah?
Yeah, eventually it just worked, but it took probably 2 hours to get one to connect.
Wow.
It's pretty hopeless. But I'm now experiencing the same problem, but a bit worse.
Simpler than that, shouldn't it? I mean, you almost want to, we should all take one home and play with it, I think. Because obviously you're throwing a lot of things to us that we've not seen before. I'm not going to lie to you, yeah? And, if you can email it, she'll look at it right away for you, Ian, is what she said.
Righto.
Yeah.
I'll send it now then. All right, cheers.
Thanks.
Then. Bye. Right, well, that's the email sent. You can't see it because it's not focusing. But email sent with a screenshot of the message says, we can't connect to your purifier. Not sure how that's going to help, but there we go. See what response is. 4:20 it was sent PM. See where we go with that. Okay, it's 25 to 7 in the evening. Resumed looking at this, still couldn't connect. Just got an email saying turn off your router and turn off this device for 5 minutes. And then turn it all back on and it should resolve your issue. There it is. Turn it off should resolve the problem. Okay, you're going to turn it back on. See what happens now. So if I go there. Oh, that's interesting. That is different. So it looks as though to me it has done the job. This is an interesting one. Switch it off and back on again. But the router is what we haven't done. One thing that bugs me with this and with the other fans, such as this one and that one, is you have them on oscillation. When they go off, they don't oscillate again, which is quite annoying. So it should be doing that. when they boot back up again, they don't start doing that again. Which is a real shame. That's just a little niggle. Right. Air quality control is good. Yay, we're seeing stuff. That is brilliant. So let's have another run through this app then now. Now we actually finally can. Let's click stats. So we click on the stats. Today. Purify activity. So there's not going to be a lot here for now. Well, there we go. We've got filter life remaining, temperature range, average humidity. You've got all of that, that's good. So let's, what's that button do? Ooh, it's a remote control, but using the, hold on, dog's getting stuck in the netting. Hot, cool. Ooh, it works fairly instantly. Let's put it on hot again. Let's have a look at fan speed. So we can set the fan speed. That's pretty neat. Let's set it at 10. Maximum speed. It's pretty responsive. Temperature. So the temperature you can set. The only trouble is when you let go, it sets it at that temperature. So let's say 27 degrees. That dog is not good. Changed now to 27. Turn oscillation off. Off. Stay still. So that's cool. That can all be controlled from within the app remotely. Focus, timer, sleep mode. Wow. Turn it off. So if I was at home now and I thought, oh, I left it on in the office. Off. Boom. Off. Question is now, silly question, can you turn it on? Yes, you can. Excellent. Right, okay, and then let's just change that temperature back down again to a more reasonable temperature. That's the annoying thing. You can only swipe so much, and then when you let go, it's there. Then it takes you out of that menu. You have to press it again to get back there. It's quite easy to let go, so you can't. See what I'm saying? You can only go that far. At which point you have to let go, then go back into it, and then go to there. They're obviously seeing the range of being about 6 degrees adjustment, but I actually want to get that back down to 21. I can't without doing that. There you go. It's only been niggly. Okay, that is awesome. So let's put that oscillation back on. Then let's try and demonstrate this now. So if I power it off, oscillation is on. Let's turn it off. That's off. And let's see if it oscillates when I bring it back on. On. Well, there you go. Stationary again. So every time it reaches temperature and comes back down again, it stops oscillating. Very, very frustrating. It does that with the other fans as well. So let's turn that back on. Then it'll oscillate again. That's quite annoying. But it whacks out some heat, that's quite nice. I just want to make a good air quality. I'm sensitive to particle pollutants. I'm very sensitive to particle pollutants. So in auto mode, your purifier will target this level of air quality. A more sensitive air quality tag will mean that your purifier is active for longer. Some environments may require this in order to maintain a good air quality level. Location. Let's have a look, see what it says. Not set. In the US though. There we go. Okay, done. Collect data when in standby. Yeah, let's collect data. I like that. I don't really want it to run at all times though, probably, but anyway, say done. Notifications, preferences set here apply to all Dyson purifiers. Yeah, that's all done. All looks good, all updates on. You can turn it off if you don't want it to be done. And here's all the stats it's giving you. That is awesome. AQI explained. Wow. Yes, it's very, very in-depth. It's what I want it to be. I'm glad it's now up and working. So you can actually monitor all this, see how it's doing. I presume that's the, according to that index, this is the bad line. All this area is the good. Purifying time. Brilliant. Right, let's have a quick look at how you remove the filter before I go into my office and do a heat test to see how quickly it heats the office. I think the dog wants to go home. This is magnetic, so it sits on top there. Really, the whole reason I bought this, not necessarily for the purifying of the air. It's an interesting gadget, but it's mainly because it's can be connected to the app remotely, which I just like like the idea of. And the purification is an added bonus, really. But let's look into this filter replacement. Switching it on to auto, which is the auto button there, brings in the purifier aspect of it and the heating, if it's on heating rather than cooling. Now, the red indicates that it hasn't met the temperature yet, and the A is either a white A or a green A. Now, white A means the air quality hasn't met the set level, and so it will continue purifying until it does, and once it meets the set level, it will then go green to say that the air quality is good. That light will go out when it reaches the temperature. So to demonstrate that light going out, for example, we'll bring that down. That's now saying that the air quality is good and the room temperature has been met. On heat mode, we put auto on, it does both those things at the same time, monitors the air quality and the temperature. So now I'm just going to put it into sleep mode, which is the half moon. That should dim the display, which it has done. And the fan will go into max mode, fan speed mode 4, so it's quieter. But let's try and demonstrate that by taking it off sleep mode, upping the fan speed to, I don't know, 10, upping the temperature so it kicks in again, and that should start chucking out some air in a second. That's maximum speed. So if I now put that in sleep mode, as you can probably hear, it's dialed that down to 4 and dim the light on there. There you go, it's gone completely now. You can just see a little moon in there. So that's the nighttime mode. Turn that off, probably go back up again. Yep, there we go. It's focused and then actually diffused, basically. So focus brings a very tight jet in to you. So if you want it to be focused on you, if you want it to be diffused, then it sends it around. You see that here? Diffuse modes. Shows you very good pictures. That's the difference between the two. Focused, diffused. To remove the filter, it's that button there and that button there, pushed together at the same time, and then pull it over the top. Okay, we're in my office. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this on, and the temperature is currently 16.5 degrees, and so I'm going to up that to, let's say, 20. The time now is exactly more or less 7 o'clock. Let's see what happens in auto mode, how long it takes to get that to 20 degrees. The good thing is, with this turning around, which is what I quite like the idea of, the dog usually sleeps there in the crate. You can point it upwards, so with it flat, it's almost going to be too hot there. The purifier was on. It's now saying that it's absolutely fine. It's green, so it's gone to good standard. Okay, it's 18.1 degrees and it's just gone 1/4 So the time is now just 7:35 basically. So it's been 35 minutes since it started. And it's at 19.5, and I'm going to treat that as done because I've got to go. So it's taken 35 minutes to raise the temperature up to basically 20 degrees. It's now 19.6. It's going up fairly rapidly, so it's all looking good. Heated up quite nicely. I'm going to do one final thing, which is go home, and from there I am going to set up a schedule for it to come on ready for when I'm coming in the morning. Hopefully tomorrow morning I will have a nice warm office as I come in. We will see, because the temperature in here falls significantly. When I come in tomorrow, it'll be about 9 degrees probably, maybe 8 degrees on that thermostat there. So we will see. So I am sat in my living room, and this is quite some time later, 8:48 p.m. It's now 17 degrees in my office with humidity of 57%. Schedule. Right, let's set this up on a schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, let's just take those off for now, for testing purposes. Wednesday. No, let's put them on. I'll make my mind up in a minute. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I want it to start. And we know from experience that it's going to take approximately 30 minutes to get up to 20 degrees. So let's set it at... Let's just set it at that. That's going to be warm enough by the time I get in. Starts and ends. I don't want it on for very long because I actually go out into the warehouse. So let's say done, and then duration is 35 minutes. We want the temperature to be hot with not that hot. And 20 is too much, by the way, for me personally. So I'm going to change that to, even 19 is, let's change it to 17 degrees. That's good enough for me. Oscillation on. Focused is going to be diffused. And there we go. It's going to be auto. What other options we got with that? Auto and on. Well, auto will bring in the purification as well. So let's do that. Let's say done. There we are. So auto 17 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, no need, not in. This will build up slowly, I guess. Yeah. Like that, there you go. That piece detaches when you press 2 buttons. Slides over the top. And then you slide it back over again, basically. So for the use I've given it today, it has been absolutely spot on. And I love the fact it's got the connectivity. I think that's really, really good. And it does everything you want it to do. It doesn't it'd be nice if there was an air conditioning function for summer. So there's just a cooling function, which is better than nothing, but ultimately it's going to push around warm air if it gets hot enough. So it would be nice if it did that as well, but it doesn't. So we get a cool fan, hot air, and the purification. But not only that, the monitoring of the air quality, telling you what's going down, basically. So I really, really like that idea. It's pretty small and compact, and it's just a great fan. Pretty expensive at £499 for a fan. So it's a thumbs up for me again for another Dyson product. Brilliant. The support was actually really good as well. Getting an email after hours, that was really good. I didn't think they were actually going to come back to me today, and they didn't let me down, and they actually told me a solution that worked. The original phone call wasn't very good. The ask the experts thing, first line of people aren't that experienced with it. It's a fairly new product, but they should know it. But at least I was referred and it was sorted. So the product support was good. The actual product is good and sturdy and works very, very well. Okay, it's 8:24. Let's have a look what the temperature is like in my office. It's 15 degrees. The lights are on there. See that? Those go out if it's off. Okay, and the question is, it is on. It's on, but there's no oscillation. Surprise, surprise. Turns it off every time it comes back on. But 16 degrees by the window, and it's 10 degrees outside. Please like and subscribe if this has been useful. It would be awesome to have you on board for all the reviews that I'm doing. And also check out the Patreon campaign link below. If you could support, that would be awesome. Thanks guys, until next time.